Good morning, class. First of all, I would like to apologize to you since I am not able to attend our class today. So I have to attend a important errands concerning my graduation. So to compensate with that, I have recorded this video lecture for you to watch, and I will also give a task or activities for you to accomplish in the span of this video lecture. So I hope that you still watch this video and accomplish the task I will be giving you guys. I will be giving you class. Okay, so to start our discussion, so let's first review what have we discussed on the last week. So our topic or our the main topic of ingredient is contemporary issue. So on the week one, okay, so let's first read pala the learning outcomes of this subject. So learning outcomes, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand the basic knowledge of contemporary issue as a Filipino and as a student. Number two, to determine the types of contemporary issue happenings in the world. Okay, that will be the learning outcomes. So on the past week, we have discussed what is contemporary. So contemporary, we discussed that it means that it is happening, existing, living, or coming into being during the same period of time. So when we mix it with issue, contemporary issue, so issue again, issue means event that needs a debate or needs an argument or needs to be resolved. So when we combine that with contemporary issue, it means that a contemporary issue refers to a current problem or debate that is happening in the present time. Huh? Remember, present time. It is an ongoing topic of discussion and often has impact on society. So these issues also can have a major impact on people's lives. And it is important that we work together to find solutions. So we also have discussed the scopes of contemporary issue. So we discussed the environmental issues. So you have given me an example of many environmental issues, such as oil spill, deforestation, global warming, and climate change. So we have still a lot of environmental issue. But for this time, that is the only example you have given me, and that is the only, or rather, that is for now, that is the only issue that we will talk about, since we have a lot of scope that we will discuss pa. We also discussed the COVID-19 pandemic on how it affected the Filipino. We also talk about the political issues and peace. So you give me example of like territorial dispute, like West Philippine Sea, and also the case of red tagging, human rights violation, and other examples. So this is the following political and peace issues in the Philippines. So this is the primary five that the Philippines that is encountering. So first one is territorial dispute, like the West Philippine Sea, since it is a concern of all people or all Filipino people, even Filipinos outside the Philippines. That is also their concern, or it may affect them as well. So we also have political dynasty. So I remember giving you class assessment or assignment to research is uh Barsaga an example of political dynasty. Is political How political dynasty is harmful. So we will be discussing that on the next meeting or on Wednesday on how political dynasty really harm the political system in the Philippines or affects the Philippines as a whole. So we also discuss the terrorism. So one example of terrorism that happens in the Philippines is the one of the most recent or the most famous terrorism uh, happened in the Philippines is the um, Marawi siege or the urban war happened in Marawi in Mindanao. So that is led by the Maute group or a uh, terrorism group, the Maute. So we will political issues also talks about corruption. So that is one of the major issues in the Philippines, the corruption. That concerns mainly the government since they are the one uh, who gets the tax from the people. So corruption comes from the taxes that the people give to the government, but the government failed to provide the supposed services that it will give to the people. So the money we give or the tax we give to government, the government doesn't pay us back. So that is an example of corruption. So the tax we give to the government only go to their own pocket. So that is a issue that is circulating way before until now. So it also have many proofs and evidences that it is still happening during these days. It also we also have combating drugs and crime. So we also talks about discuss about uh the the program of the uh previous administration, former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So he has this program called War on Drugs. So in this particular program of War on Drugs, there are a lot of case of EJK. So what does EJK means again? Extrajudicial killing. So it means that there are many innocents that have been involved in the war on drugs, even though they are not really part of this drug case. So we also talks about the tokhang, which the police knocks on your door and asks you if you are drug pushers and or drug user. So that's an issue that is concerning a lot of human rights human rights advocacy that it should be stopped. So we can consider that it is a contemporary issue since it is not only concerning those who are drug user or drug pushers. It also uh, concerns all of us since illegal drugs can cause mental health problems that may result into crimes. So like for example, it can cause people to act violently to other people. So we also have many proofs and evidences that illegal drugs can cause that effects such as violence. So that's why it is an issue of peace in the Philippines. So I hope you are learning again territorial dispute, political dynasty, terrorism, corruption, and combating drugs and crime is part of political and peace issues in the Philippines. So we will discuss it furthermore until our next meeting. Okay? So I have mentioned before that I will give you a task. So this is the first question that you need to answer. So kindly bring a one half crosswise, write your name and section. Then for question number one of the most recent terrorism cases in the Philippines was the Marawi siege or the urban war happened in Marawi in Mindanao. It causes by Maute group or a group uh, a group uh, a group of terrorism. This happened only in Marawi in Mindanao. Why do you think it is still an issue of the whole Philippines? So as I mentioned, the Marawi siege only happens in Mindanao. Then why it is concerns of the whole Philippines? So you can answer it with 3 to 5 sentences. Again, answer the question number 1, 3 to 5 sentences. So you can only write the last question, ah. Why do you think it is still or okay, so write the whole pala. Write the whole question. Copy and answer. So answer the question with 3 to 5 sentences. Or if you want, you can you can pass the 5 sentences. You can go either 7 or 10 sentences if you have main ideas. Or you can pause the video while you are still doing the activity. Then if you are done, just resume the video. Okay, we will proceed with another slide or another scope of contemporary issue. So we already discussed the environmental issue, the political and peace issue. Now we will go on to another scope which is health and gender related issue. Okay, kindly read. One of the main problems that our country faced was the issue on health of the people. Gender equality is the social phenomenon in which people are not treated equally on the basis of gender. So let's proceed muna with health related issue. So Philippines considerably is third world country or in international we are called global south. It means that we are at the lowest of the country or lowest performing country among all the countries. So one of the factors is our health system. So many in the Philippines, many is still health deprived or nutrition deprived. It means that they didn't receive proper nutrition. So why do you think that Filipinos are deprived of the nutrition? Why do you think that uh, Filipinos are still have a case of malnutrition or deprived from being healthy? So why do you think is that Filipinos is still have that case? Okay, so there are many factors why Filipinos have this still have this case. So first is the unemployment. So if their parents is unemployed, then where does they get income to feed their children? So unemployment is one of the main factors why many children is having a health related issue since they have nothing to feed for their children because they are unemployed. So poverty, to summarize, poverty is one of the main reason why health is health is problem in the Philippines. They cannot provide medicine for their parents. They cannot provide foods for their children, and they cannot provide the primary needs of the person to survive in the Philippines. Like shelters, many people still have no shelter. They even live under the bridge or they are homeless. Some were not able to buy a uh, clothes. So clothes is also part of health related issue since if you keep repeating wearing the same clothes, it may cause some illnesses. So that is also one of the factors why Filipinos is having illnesses, especially in our lowest class of or I mean poor Filipinos. So one of the main reason they are having illness is because they have no clothes to wear. So they are keep repeating clothes. That's why they are having illnesses. So again, uh, unemployed and poverty. That is some of the reason why Filipinos is still having a related or health related issue. Another one is gender related issue. This issue is one of the most rising issue not only in the Philippines but also in the world since the we are slowly accepting uh, the group of LGBTQ plus. So the Philippines is slowly accepting the rise of that particular group. But it doesn't mean that they are not having any discrimination against people. We are slowly accepting them, but that doesn't change the fact that it is still not a tradition from the Philippines, or Philippines is still a conservative country. That's why we are still on the part that we are measuring them if we really accepting them, or just um or if we really accepting them, compared to another country that they totally accepted the members of LGBTQ plus. Unlike in the Philippines, we are conservative. We are conservative country. So we are religious country. That's why the uh the acceptance of this particular group uh, is not is not totally acceptable pa. So gender inequality doesn't only applies to the LGBTQ plus. So gender inequality also happens to the women and also men. So men being discriminated is not one of the most famous cases, since most of the cases is gender discrimination against women. So we will talk about what is the current scenario of the men in the Philippines. Okay, did you know child abuse to the children under 15 years old reached 40 million according to United Nations on the year 2018? Did you also know that 152 million children has been recorded that were undergoing child labor? What do we mean by child labor? Child labor. So this is the children that is underage, or 13 below, 13 age below, or 18 age below. They already working. So that is prohibited. That is supposedly prohibited under our law. So did you also know that human trafficking victims in the world has reached 27 million? We also have a case of 930 of sexual violence on children. Remember, sexual violence on children was recorded on 2018. And the last one, did you know that 736 million women has experienced both physical and sexual harassment? So observe this data according to our reliable source. Then if you already observe, we go to our next question. So kindly disregard the one whole sheet of paper. So answer the following question. You have 8 minutes, or since I am not with you class, you have it depends on you on how much time you spend on answering this question. So we have the first question, then we go to our second question. In your opinion, why this human rights violation even happened? So the following cases, why do you think this human rights violation even happened? That is question number 2. And for question number 3, based on your observation, what in the following violation, or the previous slide, what in the following violation were also happening in the Philippines? So these cases were a case in the world. And do you think that this following violation were also happening in the Philippines? So again, answer these questions with 3 to 5 sentences. Okay, if you are answering, please pause the video. Then if you're done, just resume the video lecture. So I will proceed now with other scope of contemporary issue. Number 4, the education and civic issue. So what do we mean by civic issue? Civic issue is the participation of people to the government or to the overall affairs of the country. Okay? Education and civic issue. Education played a big role and crucial role in the transformation and reformation of the society. Furthermore, corresponds to the critical issue of the society, the active participation of the people were heavily needed. So let's focus first with education. So education system in the Philippines is uh, comparatively poor compared to other uh, country. So on the recent events, we have change in our education system. We have now the Matatag curriculum. So if you are familiar with Matatag curriculum, it is changed from the previous curriculum, which is K to 12 curriculum. So there are changes in the curriculum since the government sees that the curriculum is not effective. So for you class, um why do you think or do you think our the Philippine education system is successful? So answer it with your head na lang muna. So just preserve your answer and we will discuss it on the next meeting. So do you think that education system in the Philippines is successful or not? So there are many issues that happening in the education system. So the last recent news is Mayor Duterte or rather Vice Mayor Sara Duterte resigned from the position of DepEd. So that is one of the primary recent news or issue in the Philippines since she is not or she is the one who implemented the Matatag curriculum. Then only in the span of year or 1 year, she already uh she already resigned from the position without a proper reason why she does that particular decision. So and aside from education, we also have civic issues. So as I have mentioned, civic is the participation of people to the government or to the overall affairs of the country. So one of the example of the civic issue is the election. So that is a particular event that all people or all Filipino people should done to provide or to give their opinions of who they think is the best possible possible candidate for that particular position. So in this incoming upcoming year 2025, we will having a local election. So we will be voting for mayor and barangay captain. So that is an event that all of the registered voters should participate since it concerns with us all, since we are voting for the officials that will lead our local community. So that is the education and civic issue. So it became contemporary issue since it tackles or it concerns um, most of or all of us people. So education, so it concerns with students and teachers, and most of us were studying. So that is an example of contemporary issue. Then civic issue, it becomes contemporary issue since it requires people to express their opinions of who they are who they are voting for in the upcoming election. So in this particular scope, I apologize for not having a uh, actual discussion. So this particular topic is uh, should be tackled on site. So we will go back to this in our next meeting. So again, I apologize for not being able to attend in our class. Okay, so we have talked about the scopes of contemporary issue. So overall, we talk about four. What it is, the environmental issue, the political issues and peace, health and gender related issue, and the last one will be education and civic issue. So that concludes our discussion for today. So if you're not done yet in your activity, kindly accomplish and we will pass it at the end of the day. So later I will collect it since I will be here na later in the afternoon. So that is all. Goodbye class.